Well, hi everybody, it's Jeff Hopper back again, and I've brought Chris Hermann back with me. Hi, Chris.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Good to be back.
Yes, good. Well, we've been talking about golf out here in our golf facility in the San Diego area, and we hung out together with some friends and people that maybe you did and didn't know before you got here this week.
Yeah.
And we mixed up the pairings. We played a couple of different days, so we played with some people one day and different people another day. You must like playing with your friends at home, but also getting a chance to play with some different players you don't usually play with.
Yeah, it's always nice to meet someone you've never played with. There's always this cautiousness about what do you say, how do you say it, what questions can you ask, but it's kind of an adventure of finding out what's making them tick, and if we're really being intentional about why we're playing golf in a ministry related way, you're looking for ways to connect them to Jesus, but not be so outgoing that it's crazy. And there's always the risk that they're a terrible golfer, and then you're going to have to exercise a lot of patience. And then with people that usually you're picking up where you left off in their life. You're talking about what's going on, not just in golf, but in other aspects of their life. Although there are times, I'll play with our friend Marty Jacobus, and we'll play 3 or 4 hours together, and my wife will ask me, well, what's going on with Marty, and how's Barbara, and what's going on with the dog? And I'll say, I don't know, we played golf. So that kind of stuff goes on too with people
Sure, that happens. There's kind of this natural connection that you've developed over time. Yeah, absolutely. Now, in our ministry setting, sometimes we are dealing with people we know really well. And, some of you probably heard about the holy huddle, where you kind of get with people that you're with all the time and you don't really let any other people in. That's a danger, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a totally danger. Danger in the sense that if you're not letting other people in, then you're really just there for yourself. And you're looking at things just in a very self-centered and selfish way. Now you need that. You need that fellowship. But if you're just doing this specifically for that purpose, then we're kind of missing the mark a little bit. We need to be inviting folks in, those who are showing an interest, and including them in the group, and ministering one at a time with them, just sitting down and spending time. And so I think it's important to have both. I really do.
Good. Chris leads a fellowship in the La Quinta area near PGA West, maybe where some of you have played. And they started with 3 or 4, and then they went to 6 or 8. And this season they had more than 20 people. How did those new people get connected?
It's just, it's word of mouth. It's spiritual Amway, as Jeff would say. A lot of it's members. They find out that there is a group of guys getting together. We talk golf, we talk Jesus and fellowship and life, and we've got some really great folks in there. The club is at first was kind of cautious about having us there, kind of put us outside. We were inside, we were pushed outside, and then we decided we're just going to buy breakfast, and they can't kick us out if we eat here. So that's how we got it going. Yeah.
That's a good plan, by the way. Some of you should keep in mind. We've seen this happen in so many fellowships where there are situations where it starts small, and as people connect and they're intentional about connecting, it really makes a difference. Is there anything that you can tell us about how maybe to make a connection with somebody who would be resistant? That, at first they're reluctant, but then maybe through golf or just asking about their family, anything like that where it makes a connection?
Well, I think you hit on a couple of good points. Just asking questions, showing an interest in someone that you care, and then letting them talk and listen. I think that's the key to connect with somebody that may or may not be interested. You'll find out pretty quick where they're at. They may have a great relationship in their mind about where they're at with their life and in their religion or their spirituality or however they describe it. Eventually they're going to really be convicted to maybe explore deeper. So we pray about that. We just try to look for those opportunities and keep on it and see what happens. Let God do it. We'll just keep presenting. We'll plant seeds. We'll keep presenting, and they know we're here. So that's kind of the big deal.
Yeah. Perfect. Thanks so much, Chris. It's been great. It's been great being with you. Thanks for your time.
It was fun playing with you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Great.
Take care.
Well, thank you all. We've got one more video in this series, and we'll see you next week.